Hi everyone, I'm Celine. I am Elise Wyman's daughter, and this is Lucky. She is my emotional support doggy today.
Yes, I know.
She's a good girl. Okay, I'd like to introduce Rhonda Burton. She's an LA-based artist who, after teaching watercolor and exhibiting work early in her career, including at the National Watercolor Society, she stepped away from art to support her family, but she returned to art nearly 30 years later with renewed vision. Her work is a synthesis of photography, printmaking, and painting, and an exploration of and mediation on nature, botanicals, and light. Her show is titled All I See Is Blue. Now I'd just like to ask you to tell me about your show. What was your inspiration, materials, and process?
Thank you. This was a happy accident. I love botanicals. All my work has been basically with the leaves and the everything that I pick up. And as some of my neighbors know here, I pick up stuff from their houses, just so you know. But this was real interesting for me. A few years ago, I started doing some printing. And I did something called monoprints, which is mono being one, and it was an individual print as opposed to having a number of images being a number of editions. It wasn't that. So I would paint a matrix or a plexiglass plate with printer's ink. I would put some of the botanicals that I picked up on the plate. Paper is soaked. I put the paper on and it runs through the press. I take the leaves and things off, and I had a bunch of them. My last show was was monoprints, and I had a lot of extra. I started working with cyanotype, and if you don't know what that is, it's a chemical that has been mixed together, and it is an early photographic process. So this is what how blueprints were made. So I took the paint, the emulsion, and put it together, and the two pieces at that far end over there were the only ones that I have in this show that have no monoprint with them, because I just added some leaves and I did the cyanotype. I exposed it to the sun, and then I realized I didn't have any more paper. So I thought, wait a minute, I've got all these extra monoprints in my drawers. So I took those out and I began painting the emulsion on top of that. And I loved the way it looked, because all of a sudden now I had this activity. I had the monoprint, I had botanical, I had cyanotype, and then I added some metallic watercolor. I added some colored pencil, and then I did something called soda ash, which is a mixture that acts as a bleach. So you can see on some of these, there's yellow because it's now taken up the cyan or the blue and has left the imprint underneath. So I have this very active surface, and I loved it. And then I just kind of kept going. So I painted and used cyanotype on some wood panels, and I made a planter, and I cut them up and did some weaves, and I put them down on a accordion board. So all I see is blue these days. What can I say? It's kind of the way it is for me. So thank you.
I was going to ask you, is this your blue period, and what does that mean for you?
This is a time that I can do my work at home. I can not recycle necessarily. I'm reimagining the work. You know, I've done some. I still have loads of them. I can cut them up and do all kinds of stuff. So yes, it is my blue period. I'm going to try to do something where I'm also lightening them up a little bit. I love the fact that I've got a variety of colors. but that has to do with the print under the printer's ink and paint underneath. So yeah, I'm liking it, and so it's going to be for a bit.
I'm going to ask everyone who are their art parents, which artists metaphorically raised you. So for instance, for Lucky here, it's Andy Warhol, because Lucky likes to pee on surfaces and let the observer decide whether it's art. So if you have art parents, who are they?
I did, yes. My grandfather originally, I did gardening with him. He kind of showed me all of this, and I loved it. And then my mother was a painter, just not prolific as much as she painted at night. I'd wake up and I'd see these set up still lifes of eggs and cups, and so she did a lot of that. But yes, those were my painting inspirations.
Oh, that's lovely. And then my last question is, what is one thing you admire about the other artists here for the talk today?
Oh my goodness, everybody. They are so creative. I mean, look, this is, I think, a wonderful show altogether, because color-wise it links, the movement links, the different technique and process link. I think it's fabulous, and I'm thrilled and honored to be showing with these people.
Does anyone have any questions?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just want to comment. I just love how playful they are. Like, I kind of understand your process, but I love the playfulness and the breadth that you're achieving. I think it's just remarkable.
Well, thank you.
And they're so natural.
They are.
They
They're.
reflect that so well.
I got a bag. Thank you.
What's your next vision? Where will you go next?
I think I'm going to stay with this but do something else. I don't know. I think I'm going to work bigger. You can do cyanotype on fabric. I think maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do some hangings. That's where I'm thinking at the moment. Thank you.
All right, thanks everybody.
Oh, thank you all.
Cutting.